Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today our group will present about scientific journal that discuss about air pollution. Title: Analysis of Urban Air Pollution and the Effectiveness of Air Pollution Control Policy in Malaysia. Case study in Klang Valley, Malaysia. Malaysia is one of the world's developing countries with a serious urban air pollution problem. Quick urbanization has been aided by a number of reasons, including population increase and rapid economic activity. This condition is visible in the city centre, resulting in a significant shift in the environment, posing health risks to the local populace. According to Department of Environment DOE, mobile sources, specifically motor vehicles, are the dominant contributors to pollution between 1998 and 2014, compared to stationary sources such as industrial activities, power generation, and other sources. This situation creates a serious air pollution problem, especially in urban areas. People in these areas are exposed to high level of pollutants and significantly bringing harmful effects to their health. According to the World Health Organization WHO, complications caused by air pollution accounted for 7.6% of all deaths in all cases worldwide in 2016. The Ministry of Health MOH also confirmed that respiratory diseases are one of the main causes of hospital admission with 10.35% and the leading cause of death with 19.48% in 2011. Objective and rationales. The objective of this study is to analyze Malaysia's urban air pollution by focusing on the Klang Valley, which has the country's fastest urbanization rate, to identify and determine the areas with the most significant amount of CO and O3 pollutants by year and the most hazardous area for the local community, and to examine the mitigation and implementation measures introduced and practiced by the government to control and reduce the negative impact of urban air pollution on the environment and the local community in the context of their effectiveness. Previous studies in Malaysia have concluded that urban air pollution is significantly harmful to an individual's health as we inhale pollutants as we breathe. This study's main data source is the concentration of criterion pollutants, namely CO and O3, obtained from DOE for Klang, Petaling Jaya, Kajang and Shah Alam stations from 2000 to 2009. Meanwhile, only the data from 2004 to 2009 were obtained from Cheras station. This study focuses on applying spatial data analysis techniques based on interpolation via Geographic Information System (GIS). Therefore, the inverse distance width (IDW) interpolation technique was applied in the study. In this regard, the variable or point map in an area is influenced by its distance from the sampling location, where the sampling point located far from the sampling location will have a weak and reduced weightage. Thus, sampling points located close to each other will have the same characteristics and properties.
Hi, my name is Karina binti Omar Anim. The result for the annual distribution pattern of carbon monoxide spatial concentrations in 5 Klang Valley Air Quality Stations from 2000 to 2009. These 5 Klang Valley Air Quality Stations, namely Klang, Petaling Jaya, Kajang, Shah Alam and Cheras, showed a decline from 2000 to 2009. This situation is evident in the Klang and Petaling Jaya stations, as they are the main stations with the highest annual concentration of carbon monoxide. In the meantime, the Klang station recorded the minimum carbon monoxide concentration. This concentration decreased from 2003 to 2009. The same situation is recorded in the Petaling Jaya station, which recorded a low concentration of carbon monoxide, but then it increased to 1.5 to 2.5 ppm from 2003 to 2009. In Shah Alam station, it recorded low concentration of carbon monoxide of 0.5 to 1 ppm in 2000 and 2001 before it increased to 1 to 1.5 ppm between 2004 to 2007. The concentration further decreased to between 0.5 to 1 ppm, while in Kajang station showed a uniform pattern of between 0 to 1 ppm per year, except in 2002 where the concentration of carbon monoxide were recorded at between 1 to 1.5 ppm. Meanwhile, the data from Cheras station recorded the annual carbon monoxide concentration in the range of 0 to 1 ppm. The data showed an increasing concentration of carbon monoxide pattern in the Klang Valley from 2002 to 2006 before decreasing in 2009. The annual distribution pattern of ozone spatial concentration in 5 Klang Valley air quality station from 2000 to 2009. The annual concentration of ozone in the Klang Valley showed an increasing pattern based on the spatial scale in Klang, Petaling Jaya, Kajang, Shah Alam and Cheras. The increasing trend of ozone was observed from 2004 to 2009, where the concentration in Shah Alam and Kajang stations are in the range between 0.01 to 0.025 ppm, while in Shah Alam, Kajang and Cheras stations recorded the highest concentrations in 2004 and 2005. Klang stations also recorded high concentration of ozone between 0.01 and 0.02 annually. Regarding in Petaling Jaya station, it was found that the ozone concentration trend is between 0.01 to 0.02 ppm. Based on the annual ozone concentration space distribution at the Klang Valley Air Quality Station, it can be concluded that the Klang, Petaling Jaya, Kajang, Shah Alam and Cheras stations have recorded significantly average ranging from 0.01 to 0.025 ppm from 2004 to 2009. For the Federation, government has introduced enforcement of air quality legislations and policies in Malaysia. Based on the need to protect the environment and to create a balance in the nation's development, several environmental legislation have been introduced to regulate and control air pollution in Malaysia. The effectiveness of air pollution policy for motor vehicles and land transportation. Despite the environmental law enforced in Malaysia, the question remains on the effectiveness of environmental law enforcement as the air pollution remains as pertinent issue in Malaysia. Shafi'i and Mahmud 2020 reported that motor vehicles and traffic are the dominant causes of urban air pollution in Malaysia. This situation is also supported by Chin et al. 2019 that reported that 55% of the study sample are aware of air pollutants from vehicles. They still rejected the idea of using public transportation. For the open burning, the ban on open burning was enacted in the Environmental Quality Regulation. It is aimed to prevent open activities which contributed to health problems in the local area. However, despite the efforts to control the different sources of pollutants, the set targets are yet to be achieved due to the government's weak enforcement, stakeholders, and the lack of cooperation from local communities.
For the advantage of this journal, we can analyze that first, the language used in this writing of the journal is in orderly and structured state, also using standard language very well. Second, this journal presents the study clearly in terms of introduction, methods, result, also discussion and conclusion. And this journal uses concise writing so that it is easy to understand in the study text in scholarly writing. While for the weaknesses of this journal, we analyze that in this journal there are no diagrams to support the result of the study. In this journal also shows less accurate data because the data is taken in general and old data only. In the conclusion, it was observed that carbon monoxide spatial concentration distribution in Klang Valley had decreased from 2000 to 2009 within the highest concentration of 2.5 part per million. Klang and Petaling Jaya station were identified as the main station with high annual carbon monoxide concentration of between 2 to 2.5 part per million in 2002 and 2003 compared to Kajang, Shah Alam and Cheras station. However, the annual concentration of ozone in the Klang Valley showed an increasing pattern between 0.01 to 0.025 part per million based on the spatial scale in the Klang Valley between 2000 and 2009. Therefore, the Malaysian government have introduced several legislations, act, policies and regulations to reduce, control and overcome the negative impact of air pollution on the environment and the local community. However, the effectiveness of these legislations, policies and regulations remains a major question because air pollution is still significant in Malaysia, especially in Klang Valley due to weak enforcement. This situation highlights the necessity for government authorities to be more strong in their implementation and enforcement. Furthermore, strong, effective, and consistent measures must be taken to ensure that air pollution proactive, and integrated collaboration of all parties is essential for environmental sustainability and social well-being.